Welcome to the theory and essential lessons of the square form. The square form is a 3-count form, and there are 3 lessons that need to be learned. The first lesson of the square form is the concept of getting offline. Offline removes you from the direct line of attack from your opponent. That's why in the beginning when we bow into the square form, our foot comes up and we step over here. Okay? The bad guy is right here. Okay? The bad guy is not here. He's here. He's over here. It would never be a very smart idea to do this in front of a bad guy. Right? Instead, we're getting offline. Okay? And this offline follows through every first count of every sequence in this form. You are removing yourself offline to perform a block, or a parry, or an escape, or an evasion. So in the beginning, we step out here. And we got offline of our opponent, who's now coming out, he's now in front of our foot. Okay? So when the attack comes at an angle towards us, we can then get back offline again, returning to our original line, but getting offline of the attack with our cross block, sweep block, and trap in here. Okay? Now, this is a block, but it's also a trap and grab. The second lesson we learn in the square form is that of aggressive blocking. Aggressive blocking is the theory that you take what's given and you strike with your blocks. So every block is a strike. You don't have to block an incoming weapon. You don't have to block a hand coming down or a hand coming in or a kick coming in. You can take that forearm, that arm bar of your block, and drive it into your opponent at closer range. So after we get offline, and then we move offline to block the incoming strike, if we can grab, or even if we can't grab, even if they grab us, we can go to our X and aggressively block into the body of the opponent. This block isn't blocking a strike. This block is scraping a grab or driving up under an arm into an armpit and punching the opponent. Aggressive striking, you'll notice every second block in this form is an aggressive strike against the body of your opponent. That's lesson number 2. Okay? Lesson number 1, get offline. Lesson number 2, aggressively attack as you step in deep and get close to your opponent. But here's the problem. You aggressively attack, you get within grappling, trapping, elbow, knee range of your opponent, and your hand's here. You're in a traditional chamber, up high and tight, and you're only this far away from the bad guy. If you do this, you're just going to jam your fist up. It's not going to give a very good punch because you're not utilizing your whole body. So the most important lesson of all in the square form is to generate power through your hips and torso. And you learn that even close up in this guy, right in between, standing between him, this is up under his armpit. He's right here over top of you. You shelved and his body's right here, and my hand's only 12 inches away. If I turn into an H stance and I turn my hips and I turn my shoulder, I can deliver a full-length long punch from only 12 inches away by turning and developing massive amounts of power through my body like this. Because I stay here, I don't lean in, I'm not here jamming up, I'm turning and corkscrewing into my opponent right here, straight out from the shoulder, developing lots of linear power. So I develop power through here and punch it straight in. And it drives through the opponent, delivers all its energy, and moves your opponent backwards. Just kind of a nice thing. So the 3 essential lessons of the square form are getting offline, aggressive blocking, and developing power in your punches from close in distance through the body, not through the arm. Those are the 3 primary lessons of the square form. The information covered in this video is covered in much more depth in your student manual. If you do not have a student manual, please buy one as soon as you can. The link below.